Stoic quotes that help us improve ourselves. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Maybe it's good to put things in perspective, but sometimes, I think that the only perspective is to really be there. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In a little while you will have forgotten everything, in a little while everything will have forgotten you. The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say, or think, or do. Only what you do. As long as you live, keep learning how to live. To err is human, but to persist in the mistake is diabolical. Every one of us is, in the cosmic perspective, precious. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. To make troubles heavier by bemoaning them? The rob that smiles steals something from the thief. If a man knows not which port he sails, no wind is favorable. People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. If you'll study even the smallest bit of science, for all practical purposes we are nothing. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. Sometimes even to live is an act of courage. This is our big mistake, to think we look forward to death. Most of death is already gone. Whatever time has passed is owned by death. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. Whatever you have been expecting for some time comes as less of a shock. Don't wait to do things that matter, and savor the time you have. It's not that we have little time, but more that we waste a good deal of it. Remember, matter. How tiny your share of it. Time. How brief and fleeting your allotment of it. Fate. How small a role you play in it. The average man is a conformist, accepting miseries and disasters with the stoicism of a cow standing in the rain. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Whatever happens at all happens as it should. You will find this true, if you watch narrowly. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Nothing endures but change. The best answer to anger is silence. Agreed. But nature set a limit on that, as it did on eating and drinking. There is no genius without a touch of madness. And it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now. He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive. To be calm is the highest achievement of the self. If it does, you have failed to practice your virtues by going with the hype of pain. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. We're never unhappy until we remember why we're supposed to be unhappy. All vices are at odds with nature. It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. It is the quality rather than the quantity that matters. Uncertainty is an uncomfortable position. But certainty is an absurd one. Change, nothing inherently bad in the process, nothing inherently good in the result. Ignorance is the cause of fear. We become wiser by adversity. Prosperity destroys our appreciation of the right. The good things of prosperity are to be wished, but the good things that belong to adversity are to be admired. Focus on what nature demands, as if you were governed by that alone. Then do that, and accept it, unless your nature as a living being would be degraded by it. Whatever anyone does or says, I'm bound to the good. Whatever anyone does or says, I must be what I am and show my true colors. Stoicism teaches how to keep a calm and rational mind no matter what happens to you, and it helps you understand and focus on what you can control and not worry about and accept what you can't control. Produce them in your mind, as you know them from experience or from history, all just the same. Only the people different. No one can keep you from living as your nature requires. Nothing can happen to you that is not required by nature. To move from one unselfish action to another with God in mind. Only there, delighting stillness. Is it the action of a responsible being, part of society, and subject to the same decrees as God? For there is a single harmony. Just as the world forms a single body comprising all bodies, so fate forms a single purpose, comprising all purposes. Whatever happens to you is for the good of the world. That would be enough right there. But if you look closely, you'll generally notice something else as well. Whatever happens to a single person is for the good of others. Nothing, to my way of thinking, is a better proof of a well-ordered mind than a man's ability to stop just where he is and pass some time in his own company. No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is in their power not to want what they don't have, and to cheerfully put to good use what they do have. If what you have seems insufficient to you, then though you possess the world, you will yet be miserable. Take a deep breath. Get present in the moment and ask yourself what is important this very second. Floods will rob us of one thing, fire of another. These are conditions of our existence which we cannot change. Do what you will. Even if you tear yourself apart, most people will continue doing the same things. Thanks for watching. Please help us reach more subscribers and share our videos.